I saw all the tweets going, imagine animating this entire thing and then Mr. Beast gets in trouble at the end. Like, when you're about to finish, he gets cancelled and you're like, sweat.
What are we even watching?
I wish that was Erundel. I want to know what they did with it. Okay, fuck it. We're gonna watch it, okay? We're gonna watch it. I'm gonna make my ass less huge.
When Carl Jacobs popped up in my DMs asking if I wanted to be in Mr. Beast's upcoming video, I'll be honest, my gut reaction was fear. Mr. Beast has basically become YouTube's own mad scientist. He can snap his fingers and shape reality at this point. Despite part of me—
Because, on Twitch, I have it set up that music playing on Firefox won't show up on Twitch and I will get copy striked. But that function doesn't work on YouTube, so I have to use copyright-free music, and I use the same browser on that, but I need to see chat, but chat can only be seen on the browser, so then I have to move it over there, so then I can't see OBS. It's a fuck around.
Thinking I should just stay in the comfort of my own home. I felt really honored to be invited and kind of just wanted to show up, say hi, and then realistically go home within the first round of eliminations. I accepted the ominous invitation and before I knew it was flying to North
The ominous invitation that has aged poorly.
Carolina, being handed a custom uniform.
It is an audio meter. You don't understand what's happening. You're not a professional, monster. What is, I turned it down because we were playing background music and then I didn't turn it up again. That's what happened.
Before even knowing what I actually just signed up for. I didn't even know if there was a prize for the winner at this point. Walking into the green room, I was expecting to not know anyone, but to my relief, I saw a lot of familiar faces. I even used this time to ask MatPat what it was like to meet Scott Cawthorn.
Well, MatPat was in it? Interesting. But then I'd get cancelled because he's Mr. Beast. I'm curious what they do with the money. That's what I would want to know. Yeah, I feel like if they upgraded a lot, they would do it better. Like...
And he told me FNAF secrets. So already this trip was more than worth it. Eventually, we were herded down a long, mysterious hallway until we saw it. The Mr. Beast cube. After everyone was filed inside, we were told—
the Fury. Didn't he retire? I'm not like 100%, but I'm pretty sure he retired.
The last person to leave the cube would be deemed the winner. And also when—
Yeah, guys, what would you do with the $1 million if you paid for it? Would you put it on like a savings? Would you spend it? What would you do? I'm curious.
$1 million for their subscribers. This is for $1 million? The challenge began. Immediately, people started jumping in the giant—
I saw the clips about Little Pichu in this, yeah.
Pile of real money that was inside, throwing handfuls of bills in the air, laughing, mingling. To pass the time, James and I drew our cartoon characters out of dollar bills on the floor. The staff came in and ended up giving everyone their own personal vlog camera to document their POV of the challenge. And I think I genuinely was the only person who didn't record a single second of footage on that thing. I just thought, I'm not gonna use this footage because I'm not gonna make a video out of it, and they're gonna have plenty of other people's footage to use. In hindsight, maybe it would have been a good idea to record something, just in case. I don't know, maybe the Mr. Beast team would end up actually wanting to use some of my footage. Who's to say? After—
Yeah, this is such a non-vlogger or like face camera person to do. Who really wants to see my face and you just forget about it? Oh my god. Wait, if you were... Half of that would be going to taxes? True, because he's not a lottery. Jimmy! It's against Jimmy. Yeah, Mr. Beast was in a lot of crap.
For maybe an hour or two, Jimmy came out for the first bonus challenge.
Nothing is wrong with Jaiden. Nothing's wrong with Jaiden, guys. Nothing's wrong with them. It's Mr. Beast was in a bunch of stuff and still is. Some legal snafus.
Single free throw. Miss and you're eliminated, but make it, and not only do you get to come back into the cube, you also win a Cybertruck for one of your subscribers. They had 50 people—
Ew, a Cybertruck. I'll be like, can I give my subscribers the cash for the Cybertruck? Wait, how much are Cybertrucks anyway? All I know is they're hideous. And they can cut a finger off if they tried.
Subscribers just in a room waiting for something to happen. I'll be honest, when Jimmy explained the extra credit challenge, I was like, hell no, I'm not going up to miss a free throw and leave immediately after nothing's happened yet. If my subscriber back there knew what was going on, they 100% would have understood they weren't getting called up for nothing. If I remember correctly, maybe 2 people ended up making their baskets and 3 people were eliminated. I could be wrong. I don't remember because I didn't vlog it. While chatting with friends,
I don't remember because I didn't vlog it. Yeah. No, yeah, exactly. Giving someone a Cybertruck is a punishment. Hunks of crap.
Ludwig walked up and asked if I wanted to do a dice bet. With nothing else to do, I agreed. And to no one's surprise, I lost. And
yeah, I like the animation YouTubers. They're a lot funner, in my opinion, than some others.
An evil expression washed over Ludwig's face. Alright, since you lost, I want you to walk up to Kai Sanat and introduce yourself with, "Hi Kai, I'm Jaiden. So which of my videos have you seen?" Maybe I should have just missed a free throw. "Hey Kai, there's someone I want you to meet." "Hey man, I'm Jaiden. Nice to meet you. So which of my videos have you seen?" Excuse me? Holy shit, I'm gonna kill myself. Oh.
Oh my god. Yeah, I've never seen, to be fair, I couldn't pick out a Tesla to save my life. I've never seen a Cybertruck around though, but Elon Musk can suck a hobo's asshole. Like, fuck that guy.
So which of my videos have you seen? Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't seen any, I don't think. That's okay. Nice meeting you, bye. Kai was super chill and nice about it, but oh my god, I wanted to rip my skin off. I'm stuck in this cube with him until further notice, and it's all Ludwig's fault with his stupid dice. I hate it in here, let me out! Oh, hi Jimmy. We were told to-
Poor Jaiden. Oh my god. Hey Wendell, welcome in. Sorry, I'm just fixing up chat. I see him around, but I don't think I've watched it.
Gather up in groups of 5, designating one as a team captain who will have immunity for the next challenge. I was with James, Schlatt, Ludwig, and Charlie Moist Critical, using the dice to choose the captain. This time, I actually rolled highest, but reassigned it to Ludwig because I couldn't cope with the idea of possibly being responsible for a teammate's elimination. And then it was revealed captains would just have to assign their teammates a shape for the Squid Game Honeycomb challenge. Okay, well, I definitely overthought that one. I had triangle, James got circle, Charlie was star, and Schlatt unfortunately got umbrella.
Oh, that was an attack. That was an attack. What? He gave him the umbrella.
10-minute timer began, and everyone started deploying various-
Well, YouTube has ads too on their live, but I don't know how. I think they work a bit better. At least they don't, like, blast your eardrums.
different strategies to get their cookie shape out. Charlie used a new technique called huck as much spit as you can into the tin to dissolve it all.
Oh, he hocked too.
It was really gross. He ended up filling the tin almost to the top with spit. By the end, 2 people with stars were eliminated, and not a single umbrella made it through.
Not a single umbrella. Yeah, the umbrellas are bullshit.
Bye, Schlatt. It was very funny seeing Mr. Beast lift the lid off Charlie's tin and immediately reel back in disgust, though. A total of 14 out of 50 people have now been eliminated, leaving 36 people. Honestly, that was good enough for me. Losing at any point going forward was already further than I was anticipating. We were fed our little thing of rations and left to wait again.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting way to do it. Ohio.
It probably doesn't seem like long in Mr. Beast's video, but it was like 9 p.m. by the time we began the second real challenge. After being directed to choose a partner, James and I shook hands, ready to take on the next game as a team, and froze as it was revealed we had just chosen our own opponent.
Oh my god! Have they not watched Squid Games? Have they not watched Squid Games, guys? This literally happens in Squid Games! Oh my god.
Their Squid Game tactic. I probably should have seen it coming. I just didn't expect the double up. The Beast staff revealed the next challenge as they rolled in a giant Jenga tower. Winner stays, loser walks. Unfortunately, the very first game of giant Jenga between KSI and AJ ended up taking literally 2 hours. Doing the math in our heads, we all kind of figured we probably didn't have the time to play Jenga for the next 30 hours. But just as AJ won, KSI hoisted him over his shoulders and ran out of the cube. No! Huge drama! Everyone was freaking out. AJ was stunned. No one knew what to do. Was that legal? Can you just carry people out of the cube? Jimmy had everyone take a vote, and pretty much everyone opted to bring AJ back in. Yes, out of the kindness of our hearts, but also out of fear of being manhandled. So since
he just stole him. He was like, yoink, this one's mine.
Since Giant Jenga was a bust, production ended up scrambling to try and find like 12 sets of normal Jenga at midnight in North Carolina. A feat that seems impossible, but I feel like Jimmy could just call up the president of Jenga and have it all delivered via helicopter within 30 minutes. It took a bit, but the slightly larger than normal, yet still reasonably sized Jenga towers were all set up.
As one thing I believe is America having things open at midnight to buy stuff.
As our game was going on, James and I ended up making a pact that whoever was eliminated would relay to the outside world that the other was okay.
In Cube, help me. I hope I'm stuck in Cube.
Because we didn't have our phones, by the way. Our friends only knew we were in the Mr. Beast cube and
Let's be for real, guys. They're YouTubers. They're used to being awake at midnight.
haven't responded for 14 hours. Our game of Jenga was pretty intense. Eventually it got to the point where as I was watching James pull out a final piece, I realized there wasn't any left for me to safely remove. I'm about to be eliminated. And a flash of bliss washed over me. Sure, I'll be gone, but that's okay. I'll be set free into the outside world again. The cube.
I deeply relate with this. This is me every time I take part in the tournament. It's like, yeah, I'll lose, but I'll be free. I'll be free. Once something goes over way too long, that's all you can think about is freedom.
It was harsh, unforgiving. It's taken so many of my friends from me. The glass floor is hurting my butt. I'm ready to go now. And deeper into the trenches I went. James being eliminated meant I was moving on to Cube Day 2. What a miracle. Watching the rest of the Jenga games was like watching an active war zone. People were focusing, cheering, sweating, praying. Towers were falling one after the other at the feet of now eliminated players. It was brutal. And also still taking way too damn long, man. Can I go to bed? The last game left to finish was between Quack.
That is like the rule with any kind of creation of anything that involves group and content creation. It will take way too long and way longer than you thought it was going to be every time.
And a popular Brazilian creator, Erundel. Apparently, when it was revealed the challenge was Jenga, Erundel turned to Quackity and admitted he was a Jenga pro. Quackity had never played. Not the situation you want to be in. Quackity half-jokingly asked Erundel if he wanted to play rock, paper, scissors instead, to which he replied, no. Which, you know, fair. But 3 hours into this single game, the two of them were neck and neck. Genuinely the most cracked round of Jenga possibly ever. Everyone in the cube was gathered around.
3 hours! Yeah, no, why is he addicted to solitary confinement, right, guys? Like, everything is somehow that.
Watching Quackity slowly pulling out the very last piece in this skeleton of a Jenga tower. Just as he was about to make it, Erundel asked, rock, paper, scissors? Quackity looked up at him.
Muito tarde.
It was over. Erundel tried
Too late!
to hang in there, but in the end, he fell. 18 people were now eliminated. All right, it's 3 a.m. Let's go to bed. I genuinely thought they would let us go back to our hotel rooms for the night, but... man, now this is just great. I won myself a ticket to a night in the Mr. Beast cube, sleeping next to a bunch of people I barely know, and I was probably just gonna get eliminated first thing in the morning anyway.
That fool, she thought Mr. Beast was gonna let them go free when he can use, yeah, no showers, ooh, but he was just going to record them? If that's just free content, guys, recording them sleeping? Imagine like just farting your ass off or something and scratching your ass in your sleep, and they use that in the video, and you're like,
As I was getting ready for bed, Kai walked by. Hey, I gotta check out your videos sometime. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I lost a bet to Ludwig and he made me say that. Oh, shit. Okay, damn. Oh, well, that makes falling asleep a bit easier. Thank God he only thought I had a huge ego for 19 hours straight. Crisis averted. In the morning, production had to prep for filming again,
that
which
big brain.
meant they turned on every single light in the building, flash banging all of us. They were turned off, and then these loud-ass brrrr sounds from construction started blasting. They turned the lights on again a few minutes later, but this time in a crazy strobe light effect for some reason. After breakfast rash,
I would have beat the shit out of Mr. Beast, honestly. I was like, I'll kill you. That's too, I hate that. I hate it so much. Why is he always fucking with people's eyes, okay?
Jimmy returned, pointed to the entrance hallway, and in walks I Show Speed. With too much energy for a group of people that just had the weirdest sleep of their lives. All right, you guys have the chance to vote Speed into the cube to join you in challenges. The kind thing to do was to let him in, but we all just survived trenches no one could even understand. We were trauma bonded together. And also, it wouldn't be fair. The majority of us moved to the voting side of no. Admittedly, me too. Mainly because I was a bit scared of him. Speed looked at Kai. At least shake my hand, man. You're gonna pull me out. As the two of them argued about a friendly handshake, Ludwig stepped up. I'll shake your hand, Speed. His hand now extended to Ludwig. The moment their hands touched, Speed started yanking Ludwig towards the outside world. We
Yeah, I wouldn't have voted him either. It's like, hell no, he's gonna sweep this. He has all the energy.
all started screaming and panicking. We couldn't lose to one of our cute brothers like this. Ludwig was holding onto the support beam for dear life. Some of the guys managed to pull him back in, and as Speed walked out, unable to take any souls with him, he exclaimed, "This ain't the last time you're gonna see me, and I remember all y'all's faces." All right, let's get started. Challenge 3.
This is the last time you're gonna see me. It's so dramatic. I'm gonna remember all you guys. I love it.
Was steal or no steal. Basically a modified version of deal or no deal. Some cases have the word safe in them, others say eliminated. One person looks inside a selected case, and the other decides whether they want to steal it or no steal it. And also Howie Mandel was there. Hi Howie, big fan. People started getting eliminated one by one, others securing safety. Eventually, Ludwig was up at the podium asking if anyone wanted to volunteer to go up. At this point, the ratio of safe cases was very high, 60% in favor of safe. Figuring the odds would just get messier from there, I volunteered. Ludwig looked inside his chosen case, looked up, and told me it was safe. I knew mathematically I should steal the case, but I've been burned by math before. As I started hesitantly saying,
I've been burned by math before. I completely get that, honestly. Math is bullshit.
I was gonna steal, Mr. Beast suddenly burst out saying Ludwig's heart rate was spiking. By the way, he was wearing a heart rate monitor, which made me scared it was actually an elimination case, and he was excited at the idea of avoiding going home. So last minute, I decided to let him keep the case. It was the safest play. If it said eliminated, then good, I dodged a bullet. If it was safe, then at least I'm not actually eliminated yet. I just have to play again. Shit. It was now my turn to bring someone
Damn.
up. Even though I didn't want to pick a friend out of fear of getting them eliminated, more than that, I didn't want to be up there with someone I didn't know. I picked Quackity. He came up to the podium. I grabbed case number 2. It
Quackity.
says
Grab a
safe.
gun.
My plan was to tell the truth, but in the most unconfident and nervous way possible. I was deploying every bit of body language knowledge I could think of, making myself look as guilty as possible as he asked me various questions. We went back and forth for a bit until your eyes looked down as you said the case was safe, which indicates guilt. So I think you're lying. I'm not gonna steal it. Without a word, I shifted the case onto its back, unlatched it. Safe. It was worth sleeping in the cube. Oh my
Finally go quiet. Twitch quiet. They're fine with their YouTube brethren.
god, the relief, you have no idea. After everything finished, a bunch of people walked out, and unfortunately, Quackity ended up being one of them. 10 people left. I know it's a dog-eat-dog world inside the cube, but when you're left to sit with your fellow contestants for hours on end between challenges, waiting for Jimmy Beast to send you all through another round of cube stress, you really start bonding with the survivors.
You're the survivors. Hey boy, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Delinquents.
It was pretty sad watching them go. Hours passed until the Jimmy death bell struck again, and we were told to partner up once more. Alex and I had really gotten to chat and hang out together as the only girls left at this point, so we paired up. Everyone was blindfolded and told to
Girl power! It's girl power time! Let's do it.
sit tight until they were ready, which is ominous. The two of us were strategizing and figuring out each other's strengths and weaknesses for whatever was coming our
He has such the weird... He's been painted as such the weird kid, right?
way, only to be unblindfolded and see the entire cube transformed into a kitchen. It was a cooking battle. We're actually fucked. What? Alex started panicking, saying she can't cook for her life. We were freaking out. Then Mr. Beast brought out the judges. Professional competitive eater Joey Chestnut, Miranda Cosgrove, hi big fan, and Speed. Bottom two teams are eliminated.
Speed? The guy they kicked out? Putting women in the kitchen? Cancel.
Time starts now. We ended up committing to
Nah, but it's girl power because they're a team. That's what make it girl power, is that they're a team now. Team of girls.
and cheese with a slice of chocolate cake under the fancier title of American Comfort Food, aka the only two women left in the challenge can't cook and they're trying their fucking best. The judges walked around to check in on everyone, and eventually Speed was at our station. So when you all were voting to let me in, which side were you on? Well, originally we were on the side of no because we were a bit intimidated, but we ended up switching to a yes at the last minute. Right, Jaiden? Yeah. I switched. Alright, cool. Cause you know I don't forget, right? Yep. Later on during the
The little thumbs up.
challenge, Mac and Nolan from the Beast team came up to ask what we were making. At the time, I was grating up Feastables to sprinkle onto our cake for decoration, and I thought,
Of course, he only gave them Feastable chocolates. That's like giving him a minus, though. Mr. Beast chocolate tastes like ass.
oh, it would be funny to have them ask what we're making, and it's just their own
I can cook. What do you mean I can cook? We literally did a VTubers can't cook, and a few of them could cook, guys. Thanks for the follow, Hopper. Welcome in.
brand of chocolate. So I was like, close your eyes and open your mouth, and gave Mac a piece of chocolate, and immediately without chewing, he was like, is this Feastables? And I was like, yeah. And he kind of stood there for a second with his mouth still open, and Nolan was like, oh, he's allergic. And they both had to leave. Oh my god, guys, I felt so bad. I apologized
What a disaster.
so much when he came back. Max said it was fine and is a good sport about it, but I still have so much guilt about being such an idiot. Ludwig and Amixem presented first with their fried chicken and asparagus dish. The judges all really enjoyed it, giving them a total of 26 points, which is really unfortunate because I definitely thought Speed was gonna hold a bigger grudge against Ludwig and tank their score. We were up next, and thankfully they really liked our food too. Joey was the first to score us,
Yeah, I'm assuming he's just doing it to make him sweat, you know?
and ended up giving us a 10 out of 10. And in the moment, as a joke, I wanted to turn around and flip off Ludwig as a like friendly fake gloat, but I accidentally turned around and flipped off a Mixem, and I felt so bad again. He was not the intended target, and now I was
Look before you flip off, guys. Always look before you flip off.
just being rude, and this challenge was going horribly. Not because of the cooking part, I've just been non-stop fumbling socially. We also got a total of 26, putting us at a tie with the French boys. But now,
The French boys. Ooh, tied with the French boys. That's some good stuff right there.
Logan Paul and Nick DeGiovanni
Logan Paul was in this.
they were presenting. And I haven't mentioned it yet, but Nick is actually a goddamn chef. They even gave us all his own cookbooks as a helpful tip for the challenge, which is just a knife twist in my opinion. So yeah, they knocked it out of the park, got a 29. The judges—
One team got a chef? Fucking rigged! Throw something! Rigged! Oh my god. Hey, Virgil.
were licking their plates. After them was Kai and AJ, who had a great presentation, but their food, not so much. They got a 16. After eating, Speed got up and started smashing the plates on the ground, and Logan Paul saw this and got really excited because he wanted to smash plates too. Without thinking, he ran out to join Speed, and we all shouted at him in panic. Confused at the sudden change in the air, Logan looked back at us before realizing he left the cube. To this day, none of us—
Oh my god! That idiot! That is such. He left the cube! If you leave the cube, you lose. He left the cube to smash plates. His brain onga boogered.
of us are truly sure if he did it for like the content or it was a genuine accident. In his defense, the set was so cosmetically different that it really did feel like we weren't in the cube anymore. Either way, he content created too close to the sun, and even though he had a guaranteed spot in the finals, he was eliminated. The last team of Rubius and Spriter went up with their Spanish tortilla, but turns out Spriter is a huge fan of Speed, so he made a special Thai dessert just for him that the other judges weren't allowed to eat, which is honestly hilarious. We all held our breath as the judges flipped through their scores. 22. Alex and I made it to the finals. I never in my life thought I was gonna be getting this far, and suddenly realized I need to actually think about what I would do if I won.
Money, monocle. Honestly, like, if you think of yourself with $1 million, admit, you think of yourself with a top hat and a monocle, right? You feel fancy.
Went into this thing not
Retire.
even knowing if there was
I'm
a
out,
prize
bitch.
at all, and was now facing the reality that I could win the whole thing. Hours passed as the five of us sat together in the cube until
Yeah, I saw this come up and I literally saved it so we could watch it. So that's one of the reasons we're streaming today. It's because I wanted to watch it with you guys.
Mr. Beast emerged for the final time. Someone was about to win $1 million for their subscribers, and it all came down to this last challenge. Honestly, among the group, there wasn't a single person I thought didn't deserve to win. Everyone left were good people who all wanted to do something really positive with the money. It was great getting to know them all over the course of 2 cube days, and I was really proud to be—
What, you guys don't think of yourself like with the rich people as fancy top hat wearing monocle wearers? What?
standing next to them in the finals. 5 briefcases were piled in the center, one for each finalist. We were to each take one, peek inside our chosen case, and within the next 10 minutes
But it'd be fancy to have no debts, dudes. It'd be fancy.
discuss who to vote out. If you're voted out and your briefcase is empty, you're eliminated. But if you're voted out and your case has the $1 million inside, you win.
Damn. That could be easy to rig. But to be fair, like, a lot of people point out, yeah, realistically, getting $1 million, if you don't already own a home, you're literally just gonna buy a home and you might have some money left over depending what you buy.
Instantly. It was basically like reverse Among Us. The first round started, we all grabbed a case, peeked inside. Holy shit, I grabbed the $1 million.
Guys, it's not what you wear, it's visualizing what a rich person wears. That's the point when you think about a fancy guy with a lot of money, not what you would actually wear.
$1 case round 1. I started shaking. I didn't know what strategy to use. I didn't know how to make myself look like I should be voted out. And during the discussion time, it definitely showed because I was really quiet and nervous the whole time. The 10-minute discussion wrapped up. We all unanimously wrote our votes down, and it fell into a tie between voting out Ludwig and somehow me. It could end right here. We had a few minutes to discuss again and recast votes, but Alex and Nick were able to figure out I voted for myself, so Ludwig was eliminated. The cases were reshuffled. We each grabbed one.
That is so shit. Imagine being so close and you get voted out just before. like just before you'd get to do the briefcase. He didn't even get a chance.
Hold it again. In that moment, I froze. Since I was in the hot seat last round, I was probably gonna fly pretty under the radar this time. Someone else is gonna be voted out, and I statistically will not see this case ever again. If I'm not voted out here, I basically lose. The second round began, and it was pretty much a blur from there. I was trying to talk more because being quiet last round got me found out, but was still flying too under the radar. Amidst trying to keep up with the conversation, strategize, and hold myself together, I couldn't find my win con. But with a few minutes left, Amixem said something that I think shifted the entire game. What are the odds Jaiden pulled the million case twice? There it was. Gambler's fallacy, save me. Save me, gambler's fallacy. I couldn't mess this up. I don't know what to say to that one. Everyone's attention was now on me, and I could tell they were all thinking about what was just thrown into the ring. We all looked down at our papers. I wrote my name as quietly as possible, worrying the sound of the letters were gonna out me. Jimmy read them all out. Jaiden. Alex. Jaiden. Jaiden. They voted me out. I slowly walked to the middle of the podium with my briefcase. In that moment, I was the only one who knew what had just happened. Everyone leaned in as I unlatched the case and revealed the million. I won! Confetti cannons blasted. Everyone immediately started congratulating me. All the eliminated
He changed the course of everything with those words.
contestants left in the green room ran out screaming and jumping around me in celebration. I started to tear up for some stupid emotional reason. So yeah, I won $1 million to give away to my subscribers. That is a Looney Tunes amount
Oh, to give away to our subscribers.
of money. First of all, top 5 all agreed that whoever won the million would give the other 4 $100K each to do something for their subscribers too. So a total of $400K will be going to Ludwig, Alex Botez, Amixem, and Nick DeGiovanni. With the remaining $600K, I decided to put it towards paying for as many people's art degrees as possible. It's really scary going into the art field right now between the animation industry hitting their rough patches, AI threatening to take artist jobs, the overall
Paying for people's university. That's so sweet.
career path is
In
extremely
America, that will pay for 6 people's university.
intimidating and difficult to break into. I'd really like to encourage and make it easier for some of the up-and-coming artists by being able to send them through art school stress-free. I have no idea how to set it
More
all.
like 2. How much is it over there? I was adjusting 100K each. In Australia, it would cost you 30,000 less per person. Holy shit. Like 2? What?
all up, but I'm currently working with as many qualified people as I have available to me to make it happen. As my and Mr. Beast's team figures it out, I'll keep you all updated through my Twitter. We'll get it sorted.
wonder-
I entered the Mr. Beast cube ready to just talk to my friends and screw up in the first challenge.
25K a year? What were you doing there? Holy shit.
But instead, I was isolated from the world for 48 hours, watched my peers fall one by one in front of me,
That was my
and
entire degree. 1 year is like my entire
left
degree.
with $1 million for my subscribers.
He was getting robbed. What was he doing? Getting robbed. Oh my fucking god. I think this
Thank you, Carl, for inviting me. Thank you to all my friends who made the cube so much more enjoyable. Thank you, Mr. Beast, for creating this incredible opportunity I can now use to support artists. Despite being put through cube trenches, I had a really great time. And of course, huge thanks to the Beast crew for making it all happen. It was something I'll never forget or experience ever again. Hopefully.
Okay. This is probably gonna like put it down for a lot of people, but it just reminds me of a sports rally, right? Kinda? Like when you're all stuck in a room, you can't leave and you have to do a bunch of stuff like that. Like, I don't know. Aw, thanks, homie.
If you're an artist currently enrolled in art school and are hoping to have some of your tuition
Support
paid
the
for
team.
with the
Wait,
cube-
is that everyone on their team that helps with animation? Crazy. I always forget how much staff animators have. Insane. This is actually a really cool way to have it. Maybe I'll do something like this for the Patreon, like, supporters, like, thank you page with all the art, like, swishing across. Maybe. could be interesting.
winnings, you can now apply
God,
through the form.
animators
I'll
need
have
so many stuff.
link in the description and the comments of this video. The form will be available for a week starting the day this video is uploaded, so be sure to check the calendar and apply before it's closed. I assume there's gonna be a huge amount of applications we have to go through, so expect a few months wait before we announce the winners. Thank you for your patience. I'm not sure how many people we can financially help out because everyone's
nice,
tuition
very
will be
nice,
vastly
Ben.
different, but I'm
You
looking
did
forward to
something nice with the money. Very sweet. How much was it for you? I think it was like $3,000. Like, there's 2 semesters in Australia, and per year, and it's like 3,000 or so. But I did a media course, so it's a bit different if it's a bit more professional. So I think in general, it only cost like 20,000 or something for a 3-year course for that. Thankfully, I got most of my tuition paid via scholars. My sister went to a med school. That was 41K. 41K a year? Oh. Yeah, I liked it. It was a good vid. I am pleased. I am pleased. What do you mean I have the instincts of a koala? Have I fallen out of any trees lately? I don't fucking think so.